of the other things that they often ask in a question is for us to look at a table or a graph and comment about it. Usually the data they give us in this table is about experimental probability. So that means they've gone out and found some data. They haven't hypothesized that this is the absolute truth of the matter. So they might have collected 1,000, 500, blah, 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 put it into a table of some sort, or perhaps a graph. And one of the common questions they do is to put it into a histogram and ask you to talk about the histogram and what you know about it. What they're really saying is it similar to another distribution you know? Is it similar to the normal distribution, or is it a constant distribution? So you have to look at the graph and work this out. So the two different types you can get is a graph where the boxes are labelled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is discrete data, okay, when it's countable. So they've added up all of this. They've asked 20 families, something or other, how many bags of flour they bought during lockdown, and or 200 families, and we've got the numbers up here, all right? So if we wanted to find the mean of this, we could put it in and go 1 times 10 plus 2 times 20 plus 3 times 30 plus 4 times 13 plus 5 times 7 or whatever, and then add it up and divide by however many there are. So the mean of this is very easy to find. You've been doing that since you were in year 10. The other sort of distribution is a continuous one, and we had that the optional tab on continuous data. But when you've got continuous data, it's just a bit different for finding the mean. So you might have this going on. So they might be talking about the length of something or other, and they put it all together in a group. So we've got still bars going on like this. But this time when you're trying to find the mean, you need to find out what the frequency is. The frequency is over here. And you need to multiply it by the midpoint. So 15, 20, 5, 15, 25, 35, okay, to find out what the mean is. So you're approximating the mean to be the middle of the bar. Okay, so that's how you find the mean. And then once you've found the mean, or they might even tell you the mean, they might tell you how many, they might just ask, what do you notice about this? So you're using the words that you've learned before, like this could be said to be, oh yes, it could be a normal distribution. We don't know what's happening over here. It's pretty good. The mean is around about in the middle, but it does appear that there is a longer tail to the left or something like that. This one, if you try to make it into a normal distribution, it's not very good as a normal distribution. So although there is a peak in the middle, and it does tend to be going outwards, we could say that it could be approximated by a normal distribution. And if we knew the mean and the standard deviation, we could find out what each of these bars we think was supposed to be by looking up the values in the table. All right, so these sort of things can crop up, and I'm going to set you an exercise about this, and I'm going to put the notes in too, so you can have a look at the notes and have a go at the exercise. It's in your EAS book. Sweet.